Dublin Marley here, back again, testing out the newest mod, War on the Sea, Mediterranean / Atlantic. You can only play the Allied side right now, so you can only do some things. Malta is under attack. Alright. So I need to build rank 4 on Cyprus. I need to take control of El Alamein, Trebuk, Benghazi, Algiers, Bogue. So these places, and probably something right there. Basically, I take control of all of Africa. Got it. Maintain control of everything that I own. Why I have Tripoli, I do not know. I'm pretty sure Tripoli should be under Italian control, which I think needs to be changed in the game. Also, I got Gibraltar and US forces. You can build ships there. When the US enters the war, you can build them there. But Malta is also a place I can build ships. I think that should be changed to Alexandria. I think Malta should not be... You should not get supply at Malta at all. Supply should be given here and there to reflect the canal and reflect going out into the Atlantic. And I think running convoys to Malta should be like the biggest problem in the game, especially for the Allies. I think Italy should probably have 2 bases down here. I'm not sure what the boundaries of Libya are, but I think they should probably have this and this. This should all probably be Vichy France, which I think it is. And then this should all be British, to be honest. But that's just some minor problems I see with like game flow of the game. I do not know how much I'm going to get each month or each week. That is another problem. Like, Tunis shouldn't probably be allied, and I got 100 people on it. Oh, spicy. So I've got a bunch of cities I need to take, and I've got these I need to take. So I think one of the first things I do is build a convoy that's going to go here to drop onto Algiers. The more air bases I have, the better it's going to be for me. Oh, wow. Interesting. Are these going to be contested air bases? See, I don't know if these are going to be contested. If these are not contested neutrals, you can just drop 60 on it and call it a day. Oh, let's look at UK. $55 for a carrier. Wow, these Malta class look pretty brutal. That looks to be a definite start. Holy crap, these are cheap. Well, might as well start off the game right. Let's look at their heavy cruisers real quick. Hmm. Excuse me. Let's look at CL. See, CL's cost pretty much the same. Everything costs the same, man. Yeah, I think they need to change the prices of these things. Like, why would I not go with the heavy cruisers at 22? Alright, we'll go with 2 heavy cruisers just to round this out. And then we're going to go with destroyers. The J class. The A and B. This class, 13 of them. They got 6 dual purpose. Still cost 8. So, just first impressions. You need to change the cost of all the ships. They can't all cost 8. They can't all cost 20. They can't all cost 22. Some cruisers are better than other cruisers. Some destroyers are better than other destroyers. Vary the cost across the board. You know, it's just balance. Alright, let's manage this guy's cargo. Well, let's do some swapping first. One carrier. Alright, so I picked 6 destroyers, the carrier, and everything that I operated. I probably should have bought this at night, to be perfectly honest. That's 18 hours. That's 9 hours. Wow, those sail distances are just insane. So immediately when I pop up, I'm going to toss up at least a 30 fighter cap, if not larger. Here's the thing that I'm wondering is how many people are on these. But either way, I need a carrier group over here. And I need to be able to start taking these bases. If I can drop 150 on these and just call it a day, I will. I'm really just sitting him down there to drop 150 and see. Algiers, I think I need to... Well, we'll continue with at least 2 good destroyers. Continue with a heavy cruiser, just, you know, I have a feeling I'm gonna run into ships a lot. And they have AA. What, I don't get merchant ships? Okay. Alright, 17 knots. 18 knots. Cost the same. No idea about their size. One supply, one engineering, one troops, and then that definitely needs an oiler. One oiler. Now I have no idea how much this stuff holds. But we'll see. I think I'm going to toss, go back to the British. I'll toss another destroyer on there because I have a feeling AA and not you. We'll toss you on there. But hopefully I can make it to there and drop off and build an airfield so I can have airfield coverage. Let's call this one a day. Let's manage the cargo. Alright, let's immediately drop 2,000 supply. These hold 100. That's great. Hold 100. That's great. And so I got supply. And go back. Let's toss 1,000 troops in there. Immediately go after Algiers. And that leaves me with 124. Let's look at their subs. Dose 5. Ten torpedoes. 13. Wow, the S class and the U class. I really don't know any difference to it, but I'm going to go with the one with 13 torpedoes. So my biggest problem is the enemy can come and bombard the port at Malta like anytime. And so I'm just going to have a little sub there to cause problems for that. I don't think I'm going to buy any more subs yet, though I do think a sub here, if you can go through. That's a question I got. Wait, I can't go through there? Oh, you gotta open that straight up, man. That's just a non-starter right there. That's just to block the bombardment. I'll probably move that out. But if you can't go through that straight, there needs to be a sub there. And probably a sub there. And maybe one here too. You could literally just blockade them in. And Gibraltar. New sea. Down to 99. No, I don't want the Ark Royal. Remove that. $79. So I can get 20 points. There's 10. $99 points. Talk about perfect. So first carrier, or this carrier is going to go to here. Supply ships are going to go to Algiers. I might drop 150 off in Algiers to see how hard it is to take. I just don't know if taking these is possible or not. This guy's going to go down to Benghazi. And we'll see how hard Benghazi is to take. But definitely need to go take all of these and this. And probably taking that as and that because the Axis having airfields here is probably not a good day. Alright, now for the fun stuff. Air patrols. Wow. So there's 4 torpedo bombers. Man, 3,000. Rockets. 14 1,000-ton bombs. Two 4,000. And you can go 500. Holy crap. And the Spitfires get 3 500-pound bombs. Alright, setting up the air patrols is going to be a pain in the butt. Really don't want to use fighters for this, but I got quite a bit of fighters, so it's not that big a deal. Ooh, that's not good. Wonder if you can go through here. If not, you really do need to open this up and this up. Blocking your ships. Like blocking in these 5 ports, only being able to use this and this would be horrible. You need to have this egress and this egress. Wait, I can use these guys now? Interesting. Nice of them to give me dive bombers. Nice of you to give that British bomber just tons more ordnance capability. I gotta look at that. Yeah, those are 14,000 But then the B-17 can carry 4,000? You might want to look into this and adjust ordnance accordingly. I don't know the ordnance capability of a B-17 compared to a Lancaster, but that just seems off on a balance issue. Ooh, Kingfishers. That's what I want. $500. That feels about right. Do another one straight there. I wish you could have 5 planes. Alright, 400. And I don't want to use too many fighters. Really want to make sure this is the death zone for the enemy, though. Alright. Looks like every base has one guy. All my ships have a destination. Let's push play. Alright, Alexandria. Setting up the patrols is just going to be a pain. Alright, so I sent you there. Probably something like that. Yeah, he's going there, he's going there. Probably send this guy this way. Trying to block off them into the Eastern Med. Okay. Probably gonna need a beer for this. Well, Mr. U.S. Forces, new air. Do I go with the Dauntless? You know, I think I go with the big uns. I mean, if it's a carrier, I'm screwed anyway. But let's drop off as much ordnance as I can on these guys. Man, it's about ready to be a very bad day. Malta. Where are you? There you are. Or Gibraltar, whatever. Sea Fury, Sea Hornet. Regardless. What? Oh, alright. Well, let's launch 24 fighters for this task force. And you're going to guard Task Force 4. And Task Force 4, you're going to go this way. And Task Force 2, you're going to go this way. Let's see what the bombers have to do about this. Holy crap. You are going to launch 24 fighters. This game's great, man. Like, the game's great because of the modding community. So, I'm playing a mod that just came out that is the Mediterranean and Atlantic campaigns. It's not going to be polished, and there's balance issues I can already see right now. But like the Pacific campaign, the Dutch campaign, and the Indian Ocean campaigns, Tokyo Express, they're all polished. This one seems to have is going to have some gameplay balance issues. It looks pretty brutal. Yes, let's build these. And what task force am I? Am I 1? I am 1. But yeah, this one looks kind of promising. I just think they need to balance the command points out for the ship costs. And then probably make some changes to the map. I don't have Rule the Waves 3, but I have I do have Ultimate Admiral Dreadnought. Alright, let's see what we got here. First off, how high am I? Let's get a little higher, guys. Let's see where the enemy's at. I mean, they initiated combat. Oh, I'm gonna be very mad if they initiate combat and they're not here. That's way beyond my ability. I'm happy I can get the game to work. But yeah, this game has a lot of replayability because you can play it on Insano mode. And if you really want to like a tough campaign, play the Indonesian campaign as the Allies. Like, no carriers, nothing. It's basically like, hey, take on the entire Japanese Navy, and here's a couple destroyers, have at it. I mean, I'm at a loss right now. I don't understand it. The game initiated this combat, but I can't see the enemy anywhere. I'm gonna fly around just to check. Maybe they increased the distance between the theater map and the campaign map, or the tactical map and the theater map. I'm kind of waiting for the other one that's coming out. That is Task Force Admiral or something like that. That one looks pretty good. Very interesting that I am not finding anything here. Yeah, I'll probably get that one when it comes out. I have a lot of games to play. I just did. I only recently now got a lot of time to play video games, so like the original. But I'm planning on probably getting U-Boat. I just don't think I don't know if U-Boat will make exciting gameplay, and I don't really like editing videos. Because I have a feeling the U-Boat game is a lot of sailing around the Atlantic looking for convoys. So there's probably a lot of dead time. This game has quite a bit of action. Well, this is kind of weird, man. I don't know why there's no enemy here. Yeah, it's like exactly like Warfare. It's 99.9% boredom and 1% sheer terror and fun. I'm active duty military, by the way. I can make fun of us. Well, I'm gonna leave this and wonder where the enemy is. It's not for everyone, trust me. Like, I made a rash decision. Alright. I better have a fight here. You know, these could be subs, to be perfectly honest. Or not. Wow, that is a... I feel bad for you. These guys have... I don't even know, man. These guys have a lot of ordnance. So, this is a brand new mod. And so there's going to be a lot of, like, gameplay issues with it. Like, I don't know how good this AA is. I don't know. These guys have just 14,000 pound bombs each. So, like, this should just fill up with splashes, like, everywhere. I just don't know. Yeah, I'm going to say these are probably overpowered. Might want to adjust this. Holy crap. I am now scared for the ability of my fleets probably don't stand a chance. All right, let's RTV. All right, I can't launch for 6 hours there. You're gonna go after those guys. And you're gonna go after this guy. Holy crap, man. I don't see anything over here. Apologize for playing slowly. This is literally the first time I played this game. So I'm trying to... Oh, 100% complete. You have complete control of invasion. Like, here's Task Force 4. No, not this one. Task Force 2. I've got 2,000 supply, 1,250 troops, engineering, fuel, more troops on the destroyers, and they're going over here to take this, and they're going to drop troops off. And then when you drop troops off, this bar will show you like how much troops you have compared to the enemy, and eventually you take over the port. when you get to about 80 to 90%, the port will change hands and become yours. And then you can build the airfields up to level 1, 2, 3, build the ports up. So you have complete control over that. I don't know if this game uses logistics in the replacement of aircraft. So this is going to be very brutal, very quick. You know, I don't see a reason not to go with 14,000, 1,000 pound bombs. They seem to be pretty good. What's the name of the ship? Do you know what class of ship it was? I can look it up. They have the ship names. The Germans. I don't know what that is, but it looks mean. And that looks like something. Well, let's just split it up, man. It's an awful dark destroyer. You might want to lighten that model up a little bit. Oh man, these guys not as good. There's no Lancasters. Alright, just a second here. Oh man, I lost a plane. So the Drake. Is it a US ship? British. Alright, UK. And do you know the type? Was it a destroyer? Was it a destroyer escort? A cruiser? Like, if you give me the type, I can find it by, but I can only go by class of ship. But they have the names of all the ships. But I need to know if it's a cruiser. Alright, so it's not a... There's that. So I'm looking for the Drake. So it's not a Dido. It's not a Linder. It's not a Fiji. It's not a Belfast. Not a Minotaur. Alright, so let's go to CA. Nope, I got all those. Not those. Not the Exter. Yeah, it might not be in here. So those are all the cruisers that the British have. But if you get the game, you can just go into the museum and look. I don't think they have minesweepers here for the British. Yeah, they just... This game doesn't go into the... to the whole minesweeper slash problem. I mean, he did take a 1,000-ton or 1,000-pound bomb, so he's probably fairly significantly hurt here. Yeah, he's heavy, heavy. I'll watch him burn for a minute. A flower class, and that's a cruiser? I got the Dido, the Leader, the Fiji, the Belfast, the Minotaur. Alright, DD Destroyer. So I got the VW class destroyer, the LNN class, the TUV class. You guys return to base. Interesting. But yeah, they don't have a lot of the J class, the A and B class, the VW class. So I don't think they probably have it. Yep. It's probably not in the game. The ship type probably is in the Abdicom game though. Like they have the Abdicom game has just tons of random ship types. All right. Let's tactical this one up. Yeah, the game has just a lot of random stuff. And it just depends on the mod you play. Like this one has planned ships, so like you're gonna get like a lot of, like you have German aircraft carriers. Like Italy and Germany have like aircraft carriers in this game. And the German carrier looks pretty good. I'm just trying to get a feel for how powerful these different bomber types are. If these Lancasters are this powerful, man, I don't know. Well, direct hit by a dud bomb. Let me speed you up, floor you guys to the height. Get the hell out of here. This guy might die. If this is a destroyer, he's probably feeling that. With all those near misses, yeah. Yeah, this game's gonna be violent and bloody. That is for sure. And air power is going to be supreme. Yeah, I even did moderate damage to him, even though I got no direct hits. Alright, return to base. I'm just marking where the enemy was. Neutral. It's so this is the map that the modder made, and he's a new modder, so this Vichy France, I'm assuming. I have no idea if there's troops here or not. So I'm sending my fleet over here to take it. This is Vichy 2. I'm probably not going to take that because that probably has a ton of troops on it. But I have to take these places, and Cyprus. And then I have to take Palmero. So I'm sending a fleet down here to invade one of these places, Benghazi, just to see. And if it's easy to take, I have a lot of troops. Because I want to have a carrier somewhere over here to guard this place. All my supplies come from either here, here, and maybe here. I don't know. But eventually I'd like to run and take all these little ports as quick as possible. because you're seeing how violent air power is right now. All right, what do I got? Dauntless dive bombers. That sounds great. I don't know what Germany was thinking though. Like, this is a very bad idea. All right, what do we got here? 3 ships, you say? Well, I guess I should have just left them broken up. Just my initial impression of the game, I would probably reduce the size of air bases. There's no way the Navy's gonna survive here. Especially with these large bombers, I'd probably reduce the size of the bomber fleets. Yeah. You ever watch videos on Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts? I watch a guy called Tex who plays, his channel's called the Black Pants Legion. Oh, yeah. I don't think that guy's gonna make it. I don't know, but I think the Lancasters might be a little bit overpowered. I'm just saying. Holy crap. Like, that's insane. I'm gonna have to stop talking shit about the British. Oh my god, that is nuts. If their air power is that powerful, well, you know, yeah, it might be too powerful, to be perfectly honest. It's There's gonna be gameplay balance issues. Like, because obviously the British could move supplies to Malta and fend off air attacks. But if if the Germans have bombers like Lancasters, I'm just dead. There's no way. I'm now thinking that I need more fighters. I don't know where that's coming from. But those are fighters. Tunisia's got a cooldown. Alright, let's see what this does. Alright, let's form up in a box. Let's floor it. Let's dive to the ground. And go max distance. It's probably a scout plane. Alright. Alright, Mr. Dauntless. Let's see what 18 dive bombers can do. Alright. Speed up some time here. I'm unsure what altitude. Each of the mod changes the rules to the games. So one mod will have one rule, and another mod will have another rule. So I don't really know what altitude I really need to dive bomb from. Alright, they use the base rules, so I could bomb from like 3,000. You get points. You get command points. And every week, you get command points based upon how many ports you control. And you also get command points for destroying different classes of ships. For each destroyer, I'm getting one. And right now, like, destroyers cost about 8. Light cruisers cost 20. Heavy cruisers, 22. Battleships and carriers are like 55. The point system seems off. So I think they're going to have to change the point system. And I think they need to reduce the amount of planes you have on each port. Like, you just saw what 12 Lancasters does to a fleet. They just destroyed 3 destroyers, no problem. Like, anything that comes in range of Lancasters is dead. Now I'm going to see how these dive bombers work, which are probably going to be pretty lethal. Because these guys are rocking 1,000-pound bombs too. And they're accurate. Or at least they are in the base game. Damn, lost one. There we go. Yeah, that guy's not having a good day. Like, if you play this game, I highly recommend playing the base game first. And then I would play... Then I highly recommend playing a mod called Tokyo Express. Because that will make the carrier air battles so much easier for you. Because the base game you only get like 12 planes in a battle. And the Tokyo Express and the other mods, like, I can literally have this filled up like to here with just planes. So I can have like, I think 60. Yeah, the dive bomber's pretty good. That's probably a cruiser. And they'll probably sink anyway. 1,000 pounds is 1,000 pounds. Let's look to see here. Wow, he's only moderate heavy. Nuts. But he's burning pretty good. I'll watch him burn for a minute. Yeah, one of the kind of problems with the game, if you leave combat now, this guy will definitely survive. If I wait 5 minutes, he might burn to the ground. But it looks like he's going to get his stuff. He's going to get his shit together. So I'm going to leave. And one command point. And one sunk destroyer. RTB. What do I want to attack this guy with? Well, I got bow fighter torpedo planes. And I got bombers coming from here. Normally you play a lot faster than I'm playing right now. Alright, enemy down here. That's 6 ships, man. Much better to attack that. So I'll ignore that. .8 on that. Oh shit. German fighters. And I have no idea what these guys are. Alright, this is the merchant fleet. So I am going to floor it, form up, and run my happy ass out of the engagement area. But all my fighters just got tagged. And then all my bombers. And here's the funny thing about bombers. Send the bombers in. They're like the best fighters in the game. Whoa. Oh, they're gonna strafe me. Screw them then. So you really can't control a lot of the air battles. Yeah, if they would have had torpedo planes, this would have been painful. But I also have a fighter cap of 24. That ain't too bad. Like, they got hammered. And I lost... Now, here's the thing. I lost a plane. I don't know how the replacement planes work in this game yet. Each mod does it differently. It might cost me resources, where it costs me 2 fuel, 2 engineering, and 10 supply. Or it might be I have to just turn my carrier in and then wait 3 days to get replacement planes. Or there could be various different rules to the game. You guys want to kill this guy? I don't know how far I can chase these guys, but they should be leaving the engagement area. There we go. Yeah, air battles get kind of hectic. I'm just looking, seeing. I go 391. And these guys are going 410. Yeah, there's just no way. And they're disappearing finally. Usually they don't get to go that far out of the engagement area before they disappear. It must be something to do with this mod. But 16 of 20 aircraft lost. I lost 2 from my carrier, and they basically did no damage. Lancasters, you RTB. You know what the crazy thing is? This game's going to require just a ton of slow play. Alright, let's tactical this up. Torpedoes. Dive, boys, dive. Oh, I don't like that at all. Let's slow you guys down. And then attack. Weird. That is weird. I don't know about that. Like, that torpedo attack is not how it normally goes. Alright. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. So I would just play the game on base mode. Oh, by the way, if you right click on Steam and go into the browse local files, there's like a huge manual on how to play the game. Most disappointed in that. I'm gonna lay off on before I start using that guy. Like, what I want to know is where are the fighters coming from? All right, let's go. They got 3 ships apiece. I've got 12 bombers. I can do that math. Yeah, that annoys me. Yeah, so I would just play the base game, and it's pretty easy. You'll get the feel of it real quick on how to control your ships and planes. And then I would probably move into Tokyo Express, which is the same game, but about 3 times as many planes and way more lethal. Yeah, like huge. So in the base game, there are carrier battles, but they're not that huge because you can only launch so many planes. When you add the Tokyo Express mod, you get 60 plane battles. So like this screen will be filled up all the way like this. And you'll have to coordinate your torpedo planes to go in with your your dive bombers. You'll have a air cap, and you gotta coordinate it all too. So it's like it gets really complex when you have lots of carriers. But you could just take Lancasters and destroy everything. But yeah, like the carrier battles are insane. And here's the thing, when you launch planes, you can't launch planes for a couple hours. So like, do you want to attack the enemy or do you want to launch fighters overhead? So you almost always want to have 2 carriers with you. So you always have a carrier that can launch air cap just in case you're going to get attacked. Oh, trust me, that is like the basis of this game. Like that's the first thing I did is I launched those 24 planes over my carriers. Because I wanted to make sure I had at least 24 fighters flying over my carrier at all time. I don't know if I'm going to kill anything here, but they're pretty wounded. Moderate, moderate, critical. That guy went out. He's not feeling too good. I think this is the Gearing class destroyer. Alright. Well, didn't kill them. But they're all wounded, so that's good. So yeah, like your carrier battles are always going to leave you problems. And then at nighttime, guess what? There's no planes. So like how much force do you put with your carriers to defend them? Like this guy, well, this guy's got a battleship, 2 heavy cruisers, and 6 destroyers for AA support and hey, in case I run into the enemy, which apparently is going to happen because they be everywhere. So he's going north, so let me mark that. You're going to RTB. Alright, what can I launch? I don't know if I like those torpedoes. I'll go with the torpedo again. Mainly because I'd like to see how this works. Oh, I got Malta right here too. Oh, we'll go with the 14 1,000-pound bombs. $20 for them. 4 hours. 0.6. All right. Wow, the turnaround time kind of insane on this. Where? Oh, there. Okay. All right, let's tactical this one up. Just one poor little guy. I don't know. I might have to write like just my general thoughts. But I think there's going to be some probably revisions to this game that needs to be done. The ship types need to be different command points. Like, some destroyers are just way better than other destroyers. So, make them cost different. And then probably need to reduce these heavy bombers, especially the Lancasters. 14 1,000-pound bombs. I'm tossing 100 1,000-pound bombs at this ship. Pretty much anything within range of Lancasters is just insanely dead. And I didn't even get a direct hit there. That's just splash damage. And he's probably going to sink because of that. Yeah. I basically popped his hull. Caused flooding. Not a single direct hit. I am a fan of Lancasters now, though. I can only imagine what this is going to do to a battleship. That is going to be a not fun day for the Italian Navy. There we go. RTB. Damn, I've already got 7 command points. So I got this guy going after this guy. And another guy going after that guy. Probably want to have another Spitfire out over here. But one of the crappy things about the game is you have to do your patrol aircraft. And you can only launch one plane at a time, and then you have to wait 30 minutes. So the first day is always the most painful. All right. Oh, I think we'll go with the Lancasters. So these scout planes means there's probably an enemy over there. And that means there's... With those fighters that attacked me, I'm going to guess there's a carrier, a German carrier over here somewhere. Alright, let's go. What? What? Hmm. All right, let's go back. Let's go back to the main menu. So that was a patrol bug where hmm. All right, let's try this again. There we go. Like with how powerful air power is, I don't think you ever send 3 destroyers out by themselves. You probably want to have a full AA complement. I'm actually just worried about my guys right now. Alright, man. Have fun. There's one ship sunk. Oh, yeah. We'll call that one a kill. Like, even if these guys don't hit, they gonna kill you. Sorry, Italy. What you at? Yeah, you're critical. You should have flood damage and fire. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Well, I'm gonna retreat out of this. Might want to play around with the bombers but when they're out of range of AA, you might want to be able to retreat. Well, we'll send those guys back to Malta. Alright, new air, nope. You're going back. Avengers are going out to hunt that last guy. Got it. Where'd that cruiser go? Is what I want. There he is. I don't want the sub. I want the cruiser. Attack, boys. I would probably change up how the computer spawns stuff. I don't think the German Navy is going to operate this close to Gibraltar. Probably not in a massive task force, so you might want to change the mission setup. Subs I would have all over here, but these cruiser slash destroyer task forces are just gonna get tore up like bad. Kind of like that. Two command points, up to 11. Kind of curious if I can attack these guys with planes. I'm just curious if I can attack them. Let's see this real quick. Yeah, this game's going to require a lot of tactical paying attention and stuff. Alright, there's a sub on the surface. I don't know how rockets work really, but let's figure it out. Let's see if I can get there fast enough. They're going a pretty nice clip. Oh yeah. Oh man. Aw. Poor German submarine. That's what happens when you're on the surface during the daytime. If there's a option to change that, I would probably change that. No sane German sub captain's going to be on the surface in the Mediterranean during the daytime. I've read biographies from them. They don't do it. RTB? Well, can I launch another one? I cannot. .2 hours for him. 0.9. I got that guy. Alright. You go that way. And you continue on. Alright, let's tactical you up. That's better. Excuse me. Alright, that's a little better. I'd like to see the rockets actually on the plane, but I get it. Everything's not possible. Good on the Germans for diving so quickly. Alright. Go back to base. And you tactical this up. Oh yeah, you got torpedoes. It's best I learn. Wow, and I can't even see the torpedoes. Go get them, boys. We'll see how this works. Ooh, these guns got bad firing arc. They're not even engaging. I mean, they could be destroyed. Floor it. Alright, so there are no full speed torpedo attacks. I might miss with this too. No, there we go. Well, I think I'm going to end this here. It's been a very interesting little 2-hour session. This game is going to be probably highly lethal. Like, I didn't even make it out of the first day yet, and 2 hours. And I'm already up to... I've already sank 12 ships. Let's see what I got here. One light cruiser. Yeah, one light cruiser and a bunch of destroyers. Which, to be honest, they don't have a lot of destroyers. So that's probably pretty bad for them. Which... the more destroyers you take care of, the more your subs are going to be very valuable in the end game. Overall impressions, I like how violent it is. I think the air bases need to have smaller amounts of planes. The Lancasters probably need to be completely revamped. They have way too many bombs. Like, one Lancaster can kill any battleship in the game. If it hits 6, 7 of those, it will destroy anything. 14 1,000-pound bombs is just too much. I'd probably reduce the airbase sizes. If I'm going to get supplies and troops in Malta, that's probably wrong. You should probably have it be Alexandria. This should be your level 5 port for this side. Basically just so Gibraltar and then this one. And you should be running... like, I should be always worried about keeping enough supplies to keep this place in airplanes. That should be the main focus of the game, is running supply convoys through this madness. We'll see the next time I play how I can take these things. I'm kind of worried about all the ships that are available right here, and we'll see what happens. Anyway, thanks for joining me today, and I'm out of here. Later, all.